Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Trout Lake. So today I'm just going to take you through a little initial mobilization that we will be doing here on the retreat. It's nice and relaxed. So if you haven't practiced yoga with me up until now, then you'll have access to this prior to the retreat. So you can start to get used to how I teach, the sound of my voice, and your comfort level on the mat. So we are going to start in Savasana. So just gently find your way to the mat. Lying, bring your arms out wide, palms facing skyward, and let your heels glide out. Shake your legs out. You can kind of rock your pelvis around a little bit just to acclimate to the space of the mat and almost to find a set point where your body's comfortable. We're going to start by focusing on that Ujjayi breath, inhaling through the nostrils and exhaling through the nostrils. As you inhale, expand the belly wide, floating it open. And as you exhale, allow your belly to soften down to your spine. Inhale, expand a little bit more. Float the belly open like a balloon, lifting up into the rib cage. And as you exhale, surrender through the rib cage and the abdomen. Each inhalation, draw deeper. Inhale, expand the belly like a balloon. Float the ribs, open the chest. And as you exhale, soften through the chest, the ribs, and the abdomen. Drawing in deeper yet again. Inhale, expand the belly wide. Float the ribs, open the chest, lifting all the way to the shoulders. And as you exhale, collapse the shoulders, the chest, the ribs, and finally the abdomen. Final and deepest breath, draw in as much oxygen as you can. Inhale, expand the belly wide. Float the ribs open, lifting into the chest, expanding through the shoulders. And as you exhale, let go, softening the shoulders, the chest, the ribs, and finally the abdomen. On your next inhalation, bring your arms above your head, glide the heels and toes to touch, and bring yourself into the most beautiful full body stretch. Envisage here that your cells are open and light, and as you inhale, inhale through the tips of the fingers, the tips of the toes, hips and ribs slide away from one another. And then you can gently start to rock your pelvis. And as you rock, envision here that your pelvis is a bowl and your belly is water in that bowl. And as you rock, that bowl around your belly softly swooshes around, relaxing, releasing, finding a bit of space through the low back, some softness through the glutes, and some space between the bottom rib and the pelvis. Take one more deep inhalation, elongate north-south, expand east-west, find space, splay the fingertips wide, the toes are wide. And as you exhale, let's gently glide that right knee into the chest, interlace over the knee. Readjust, allow the shoulders to soften down, a gentle bow of the head, allowing the heart center to glide towards the chin. And just hold that compression through the right hip. As you inhale, feel your belly expand against the right thigh. As you exhale, let's gently hug it in. Allow the elbows to hug in towards the hips. The heart center remains open. You can gently roll that right ankle out a couple times clockwise and then reverse into counterclockwise. Let's gently glide that right heel to the sky and interlace underneath the hamstring. Here again, let's roll the ankle out, just softening in. And you can switch directions. One direction might feel more fluid. So just give yourself a little bit of time to get any creaks and cracks out. Take a nice deep inhalation. Let's glide that heel along the sky. And as you exhale, gently pull the right thigh into the rib cage. Elbows hug into the hips. And let's hold. Breathe space into the right calf, the right hamstring. Keeping the heart center open, allow the biceps to hold this tension for 3, 2, 1. gently bend that leg. Let's take the left hand to the outer edge of the right foot, and the right knee works wide, left elbow over to the left. Your right arm can stay wherever it feels comfortable. And let's start to glide that outer edge of the right foot along the sky, searching for space through that right glute. Allow your pelvis to move a little bit just to soften in, realigning the spine. Fall back into that breath wherever you feel tightness. Envisage here that you're breathing space into that tightness. That tightness becomes the lungs. Now when you're ready, let's gently kick that right foot wide, maintaining a micro bend in that right leg if that's what you need. If you need to, it can be a deep bend, allowing that right thigh to be alongside the outer edge of the right rib cage, or you can kick it wide, allow that right foot to pull the left shoulder over to the right, finding space. If you want, you can squeeze your left thigh to engage that position a little bit more. And then take a deep bend and let's gently glide that right heel into the left hip pocket. You can support, if you have tightness there, gently support that right leg to start. Take a nice deep inhalation through that right hip. And as you exhale, allow that right knee to fall heavy. If it is available to you, inhale that right arm up above the head. And then when you're ready, left arm comes to me. Let me glide that right ankle so it's just above the left knee. Each one of these angles will feel different to you on any given day, and where you need more space, breathe deeply, soften and relax. Always letting your breath be the quality control for how deep you can go. When you're ready, glide that right ankle just below the left knee and breathe some space into that right hip socket. In the figure 4 position, if you feel that right foot is going to fall off the leg, just gently flex the right toes and it's just going to position you with a little bit more stability. When you're ready, glide that right ankle down so it's just above the left. And just breathe. In this beautiful ballerina posture, feel elegant, open, and soft. Breathing that space into the tightness. And when you're ready, slower than you would like, gently release that right leg and gently glide it over nice and wide. And again, slower than you'd like. Place it on the earth with care and soften in. And then just fall into your breath and appreciate that leg length difference that you feel. And notice, bear witness to what can change in one little sequence of events to create change, openness, and softness. And we apply this to other parts of our life. Small habits and behaviors can have grand changes. When you're ready, glide that right heel to meet the left. Rock your hips from side to side a little bit. You can roll your wrists out and just realign. Take another deep inhalation. Every full body stretch we move into, find more length, more space. As you exhale now, left leg in, interlace over the shin or the knee. Now, if you normally have your left thumb over, let's gently glide so the right thumb is over. And just changing those little imbalances on the mat will bring about a little bit more continuity from side to side in the body. You can roll that left ankle out, moving in both directions, any creaks and cracks working their way out. Take a nice deep inhalation, allow your belly to expand against that left thigh. As you exhale, compress deeper. If you want more, glide that right heel long, creating a little bit of traction from the right heel to the left shoulder. And then when you're ready, release that left leg, sending the heel skyward. Again, interlace with that uncomfortable interlace. And roll the ankle. Point and flex, whatever you need to get those creaks and cracks out. Take a nice deep inhalation, glide that left heel along the sky, finding your end point. Gentle bend in the knee if that's what you need. Always working with what your body is capable of on any given day. Take a nice deep inhalation, glide that right heel long, pull the left thigh to the rib cage, and then soften. Right hand gently reaches across the outer edge of the left foot and let that left knee splay wide, right elbow to the right. Again, wherever you would like that left arm, and then start gliding that outer edge of the foot along the sky, asking for a little bit more space through that left glute, softening, and again, effortless movement. If you cannot breathe in one position, you've moved too far for what your body allows today. So always allow your breath to decide what works for you today. And then when you're ready, again, with whatever bend you need, send that left heel over to the left. Gaze over to the left if that's accessible for you. If you need a bend, take a bend. Allow, if you need to, that right hip can leave the ground. Just let your body fall in to this traction, this stretch that's going to really soften in between the right shoulder blade and the midline, as well as the left hamstring and calf. Gentle bend, and let's glide that left heel into the right hip socket. Again, if you need support, you can gently support with your left hand on the outer thigh if there's tightness there. Whenever we move into something new, you can always gently pulse or rock from side to side. That's going to just give you that little bit more support. If it's available, inhale, left arm above the head, and then right arm comes up to meet. And then glide that left ankle so it's just above the right knee. In that figure four position again, flexing the toes if you need that to hold the left foot on the right thigh. And then when you're ready, glide that left ankle down below the right knee. And again, just being aware of differentiations from side to side. One side may feel tighter, give yourself more time, a little bit more love. You might want to pause the video if you find that you need more time to really connect in that area. When you're ready, glide the left ankle so it's just above the right in that beautiful ballerina position. And then when you're ready, again, slower than you'd like you're dripping with honey, gently take that left leg wide, and slower than you'd like, place it down. Thoughtful, mindful movements, and then soften. And just appreciate that leg length difference that you feel. Allowing that left hip to be open and soft. Now when you're ready, gently glide the left heel to meet the right. Shimmy your body around just a little bit. Roll the wrists, roll the ankles. Take a nice deep inhalation into that full body stretch. Every time we come to this full body stretch, find more space. Even if a fraction of a millimeter, it is still more space. Inhale, expand the rib cage, gently press the tailbone into the back, or into the mat rather, finding a little bit of an arc. And then as you exhale, let's gently scoop the elbows inside the knees, overlay the top of the hands on the top of the feet, and just shimmy in. Whenever we go into a new position, especially with this compression, just adjust. Glide from side to side, gently ask your body what's available. And then when you're ready, let's gently kick the feet skyward and find happy baby. So pull the thighs alongside the rib cage, send the sit bones long, elongate the spine, keep the heart center open. You can gently pull the thighs down alongside the ribs and meet that pull with an equal kick through the feet. And just stay present with your breath. Then when you're ready, glide the heels into the groin, and then we're going to kick them out nice and wide into a straddle, finding that space. And then when you're ready, glide them back in. So envision here, bus windshield wipers spreading wide, and then gently gliding in. Kicking out nice and wide, gently scoop the arms around the knees. Give yourself a little hug. You can gently rock from side to side, compressing the abdomen, elongating the spine. And then in whatever manner is comfortable, you can grab behind the hamstrings and just roll the length of the mat. Noticing where you speed up is where there's tightness. Most people have that in the low back. You can see it's a little clunky here, but just roll it out. Envisage here that you're softening and rolling out the muscle, coming all the way up into cross-legged position on your mat. Let your forearms rest on your knees, palms facing skyward, thumb and forefinger touching. Breathe space through the top of the head, finding length through the spine. Heart center rises, shoulders glide down. Allow the rib cage to rise, belly gently, hugs to the spine. Knees are heavy, sit bones your anchor. And just take a scan through your body for tension or tightness, allowing it to soften away, letting go, releasing, and relaxing. If you can, keep your eyes closed. Let's bring the hands to your side, tenting the fingertips to start. Find length through the spine. Now, gently place that left hand down on the mat. Inhale, right fingertips to the sky. Gaze skyward, opening that right hand side rib cage to the sky. Roll that hand back just a little bit. Now you can gently press your left hand into the mat to push the mat away. Find more space through the right hand side of the body. And then gently glide back to center. Inhale, left fingertips skyward, opening up through the left hand side of the rib cage, pressing that right hand into the mat. Find space. And then gently back to center. Find the sit bones. Inhale, stretch the fingertips up high, gaze to the sky, let the rib cage lift. And then as you exhale, soften, melting all the way down. Elbows are heavy, head softens to the mat. And you can gently glide from side to side, releasing through the low back, through the hips. And then you can take your palms, place them down on the earth, and come all the way back up. Fingertips facing your bum. Inhale through the front spine. Kind of roll to the front side of the sit bones. Gaze skyward. And then gently come back to center. Shimmy around just a little bit here to find the sit bones. And then let's take that left hand behind the back. Inhale, right fingertips skyward. And then as you exhale, rotate. Gently plugging in through that left hand, work that left elbow to the right hip, pressing the right hand into the left knee. Inhale, elongate the spine, and as you exhale, rotate a little bit deeper. And then gently unravel. Come back to center, roll the shoulders, and then we take the right hand behind our back. Inhale, left fingertips skyward. Exhale, left hand over the right knee. Gaze over that right shoulder. Try not to let the weight fall back. I want you to think about leaning forward a little bit more. Find a beautiful spine there. And then gently unravel. And then just come to that cross-legged position. Let your arms be open. Palms can either be facing the sky, thumb and forefinger touching, or fingertips can drip over the knees. Find what feels more comfortable for you. Take a scan through your body for any tension or tightness, allowing it to soften away. And now you're ready to move on to any other part of your practice, to meditation. Thank you for showing up for yourself on the mat today, for taking this time to breathe deeply and soften into your body. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.